Thank you very much. Feel free to call me anytime you like. Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, I'll send you some stickers. One of the other things that you can do if you like is take a screenshot of that or and send it to somebody if you want to share it. Digitally they're free, virtually they're free. I've got some powerful documentaries on my YouTube channel, Truth. It's finishing up right now. In a little bit, they'll reconnect this other ship, the Padre Island. One of the dynamics are actually pressing the water out of the sand and creating a bit of a a temporary structure, a basin to help the sand to precipitate out of, to fall out of. I started out with a view of the sunset. It's very interesting, the sun vanishing over here now, when later towards the end of last year it was way over here. Correspondingly, in the winter the sun comes up way over here. Today it came up way over there. I've got video evidence of that. The higher in the sky, it'll run a whole different path. Higher in the sky is closer, lower in the sky is further away. Gives us our seasons, and certainly there's a coinciding relationship between the path of the sun and the moon and the stars and the seasons. They actually cause the seasons, the sun and the moon do. The sun puts off obviously a warm light, the moon puts off a cool light. I've tested it, you can check it out. I've got a digital infrared thermometer, and it's pretty high-tech stuff, but it's only like $35 from Home Depot. But moonlight is cooler than the shade of the moon. You can test it if you care to. There's videos of it on YouTube as well. And of course the water is seeking its level. Water seeks level, the short version of it. Covers the face of the earth, doesn't conform to an external shape, except in the imagination of those who believe we live on a globe. The globe exists only in the imagination, just so you know. It matters because the truth matters. There's up and down, not upside down in relationship to one another. I have a category of video I call beams, which is the inverted view of all of this. Hard to watch, hard to record, just showing the absurdity of the upside down world. Doesn't that look silly? Yeah, it's not real. It exists only in the imagination. That's where the globe exists, folks. The space NASA is concerned with is between your ears. That's where they're going to. I'm just exposing the reality of that. I'll do it as long as I can. The document that I've posted that's called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, it's a big deal. You should listen to it. I've listened to it many times. I hear how the system is creating a control mechanism for humanity. It's a New World Order document, of course. Satan will use who and what he can. God uses it all, including Satan. How about that? Artificial intelligence is way smarter than people. However, omniscience, it's spelled like omniscience, that's an attribute of God. He knows everything. He knows the end from the beginning. I'm grateful for that. Grateful to be one of his children. That's why I do this, because, well, that's what he created me to do. to expose this reality. And unlike sales, although I would like people to become aware of the truth and believe it, a very small portion of people apparently are going to do that. And I'm not just talking about the shape of the earth. I'm talking about a love for the truth. I believe is a gift from God. Only God's children are going to be filled with His Spirit and given a love for the truth. This is Memorial Day weekend, the tail end of it. We've had Bike Week concurrently. Very interesting time here. So I've got quite a few documentaries talking about and elaborating on in detail some of the dynamics with artificial intelligence. Basically creating, regulating, and controlling humanity with money, with, well, what's viewed as money, purchasing power, propped up by the militaries of the world, influence that it purchases of humanity through multimedia streams, all programming, radio, television, movies, creating a perversion of reality and promoting it worldwide, sending it worldwide. Dinner and a movie is dinner and programming. Watching the evening news, you're being programmed. Listening to the Bible, you're being programmed differently. I prefer listening to the Bible often, God's Word in the audio version. There's a lot of activities I can't read my Bible, I'll listen to it instead. Like sleeping, almost sleeping, doing chores around the house, riding the motorcycle, driving the car. All times I can't be reading, practically speaking. Notice the flat and level water and the reflections that it shows and the perfect symmetry. That would be some of the empirical evidence to prove that we're not on a globe. There would be no level anywhere in the world if we were moving in the multiple directions we're told. How about that? And to calibrate laser levels, they utilize a liquid level to do that. These cats are diesel electric, like a locomotive. They've got a generator and electric motors on them, and gyroscopes to help run them level, as well as the electronics that interconnect with AI, artificial intelligence, to help them know the grade to set. All of that. All the survey equipment. The crab over here is what they call it. Surveys the ocean floor. I've got video of that. 30-inch pipe and diesel pumps that move a stream of sand and water up on the beach, and it's the equivalent of about 1,500 dump truck loads per hour. And they'll operate 24/7. See, for those that are Bible believers, I've got hundreds of verses that talk about a stationary earth and a moving sun, moon, and stars. For those that are not interested in the Bible, I've got plenty of empirical evidence to show the absolute proof that we're not on a globe. 8 inches per mile squared can't be found. That's the horizon. It's horizontal by definition. No curvature. EarthCurvature.com exposes that. can look it up if you care to. So, much to my shock, many that claim to love the Bible don't believe what it says about creation. And many people that are finding out about the reality we've been deceived on many levels believe the Bible is just one more of those deceptions. I'm kind of in I've got a very limited appeal. However, unlike sales, a negative answer or a no is also an answer that is unfortunate for those who give it, that they don't apparently love the truth. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 says to everybody forever and all spiritual entities, they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion. So God will help people believe the lie they apparently want to believe. How about that? So no amount of creative content production or sharing or stickers or talking to people about the shape of the earth is going to overcome a delusion that God is sending the insincere investigator to help them believe the lie they apparently want to believe. However, you have plenty of evidence for those who are looking for the truth, because it's right in front of you. Pontius Pilate asked Jesus the question right before the crucifixion, what is truth? The embodiment of truth was standing right in front of him. The Creator that took up human flesh dwelt among us. Look at how these guys create a level surface. And the technology they employ. That's the point of that too. That's why I elaborate on it. There's a lot of technology. Those are worth over $600,000 each. Very precision how they operate. Around the clock. Little breaks for maintenance. They're designed to just keep on running. Creating a level surface. Public works, roadways, canals operate on the level. No calculation for curvature is ever considered. No calculation for the supposed rotation of the earth in any air travel is ever taken into consideration, because the earth, she's a stationary, is not moving. He's going to pull the diverter off of there and put on some more pipe right now. That's the only way that looks right to me. There's up and down, not upside down. Reality basically exposes the global deception. If you know somebody that's a supposed watchman or woman on the wall showing us the globalists and they're not exposing the global lie, well, they're part of the deception. How about that? Take note of that. They may have a couple pieces of the puzzle. At this point in human history, if somebody is supposedly exposing the artificial intelligence and that, the Mark of the Beast system, and they're all globed up in their recent productions, they're part of a very clever deception. I probably won't even share them. If it was a vintage video that includes the globe in their showing this, it's a little different story. Many people are waking up to this reality. The reality that we've been lied to virtually all our lives. How about that? We've got fabricated events. We've got fabricated history. The victors write the history. They print the books. They create the news. They buy the influence. Move the people like the cattle that they view us as. How about that?